Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today summer is here. Woo! It's time to get out of the house, boo, and enjoy that beautiful weather. It's gonna get a lot hotter. The sky's gonna be clear. It's time to get out and get them tans on. And nothing sounds better than flooding theme parks all across America. Ooh, can't wait to get on some rides. I can't wait to go to some theme parks. And let me tell you, Disneyland or Disney World is no exception. That's right, we're doing another episode on Disney adult bitches, so buckle up because that's the video for today. Okay, if you don't like that, then I'm not supposed to tell you. Thank you, Nick. For those of you who have never had the pleasure of encountering a Disney adult or have never seen a video on Disney adults, you should consider yourself lucky. Disney adults are people who are obsessed with Disney and make it their entire personality, which people argue that it's people who are stuck in a childlike mentality.
I am a Disney adult. I'm no stranger to feeling sad for days at a time and barely being able to make it out of bed, or feeling so anxious and overstimulated just by going outside that I feel nauseous and get to the verge of passing out.
By going outside, it causes you to black out, nausea and vomit and stuff. My parents raised me on Disneyland.
Every day is a challenge, and we're all just trying to get through it as much as we can. This is just how I cope, so I sometimes get really sad when people make fun of me for it.
This is depressing. Happy World Mental Health Day coming from a Disney adult. You know, here's the thing. Today's video is sponsored by Factor. Are you looking to eat healthier but don't have the time? Well, Factor is here for you. Factor is a subscription service that brings you nutritious meals to your door. All you need is 2 minutes to heat, eat, and enjoy. Factor has been my go-to dinner when working at the studio. I like it because the food is restaurant quality, but it's quick and cleanup is easy. Plus, Factor is flexible, so I can adjust my order size as I need to without any hassle. And with over 35 meals to choose from each week and specialty options like keto, calorie smart, and vegan, you're sure to find the dish that works for you. During the week, it's hard to keep up with everything. So skip the grocery store lines, the hassle of making everything, having to go and get the groceries yourself, and just get Factor. Head to Factor75.com or click the link below and use code PAPAMEAT50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code PAPAMEAT50 at Factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders. Thank you, Factor, for sponsoring the video, and back to the video. I've said a lot of negative things in this channel, mostly about myself, Nick. And I think if you have a passion in your life, that's completely fine. But at the same time, you can't get upset when people poke fun at you for having an eccentric passion, all right? That's what I have to say. So if you're a Disney adult, wear it proudly, but don't give a fuck when people come at you and they're like, that's weird, because Disneyland is for children. Objectively, is it not for children?
Families.
For families. For families. For families. If you go there, if you're a 30-year-old millennial with no children, that's it. It's a little, you're standing out a little bit. Probably not anymore. There's probably way more Disney adults that go there than children. But I feel like children are just like, why the f would I want to go there and wait in line all day, Dad? Come on, it's fun! But basically, it's essentially just extreme consumerism. It's going there and buying as much Disney product as you can and being around the IPs you like. You know, everybody has that kind of shit, all right? It's not the biggest deal, dude.
People collect art, people collect stamps, people collect little statues and dolls, but I collect clothes.
Oh my god, she's beautiful. I don't know actually what I would do if I found out that a woman collected Mickey ears.
If you were single, would you date a Disney adult?
Hell yeah. I'll date anybody who's passionate, Nick. Passionate about something. I don't care what it is.
What if she made you dress up as a Disney character for sex?
She made me dress up as a Disney character. Which character?
Every day it's different.
That's awesome. She already has the outfits ready? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Why not? Do I gotta be Buzz Lightyear? Clapping some cheeks, some Disney cheeks. But people also say Disney adults are entitled, right? They're emotional. I mean, you look at some of these things of people crying when they see the Disney castle. My God.
I might actually puke. Get back a little. I might puke. Stay back.
Because it's a safe space for these people. But all in all, I think the biggest criticism is that they're just a bit obnoxious. Usually it's millennial core humor trickled in with weird boomer humor type stuff. And it's just odd. And then the whole thing is it's like we're quirky. It's disgusting. I really don't know how else I'm supposed to say it. It's just kind of gross. Disney adults, they're not impervious to the rules that Disneyland or Disney World has set in place, which Disney World does have some very strict rules. And today we're talking about one rule that was broken that made people go absolutely banana sandwich and has started a new cavalcade of crazy shit. But let's talk first about some some of these weird and obscure rules, such as no selfie sticks. Sorry, Asians.
Jesus.
Asian tourists with their cameras is insane. That did come off really racist, and I apologize for that. Who's editing this?
Jono.
Okay, we're good. John O'Donnell. Which one guest raised a selfie stick on a ride and it triggered a sensor that is designed to alert the employees if a guest is standing up. So it stopped the ride and it caused a whole fiasco, and that only led on to other horrible shit. Also, just as general safety concern, if a stick falls off a ride, it just hurts other guests. If you're on a fucking big ass ride and someone's like, right, slips out of your hand. Uh-oh, there goes someone's fucking... You probably couldn't die from that, could you? You think so?
If it fell off the Matterhorn and it was spinning right into a newborn's head.
Yeah, a newborn's soft head, a newborn's clay-like head. Just right in the fucking temple of a tiny child. Another big rule is no wrapped gifts. I mean, dude, use your head, dude. No wrapped gifts, because you can be like, well, I want to wrap this and give it to someone as a present. What if it's a bomb? Please say it in an airport. Yeah, I hope my bag doesn't explode. But it could also be used to smuggle weapons or drugs into Disneyland. And that, my friend, is no bueno. I mean, it'd be funny, but it'd be no bueno. My favorite rule, though, is no scattering of ashes. The amount of people who have died on their deathbed been like, put my ashes in Disney Park, please. What would you do if your mom was like, spread my ashes at Disneyland?
Okay. And then...
I will, Mom, I will. Just fucking down the garbage disposal. Whatever. It's what Mom would have wanted. She wants to be at the house. Oh my God. Someone spread some ashes on Rise of the Resistance at Disneyland last night, according to Reddit. That is fucking crazy. That's a dead person right there.
Well, they had to shut the ride down because it's a biohazard.
Yeah, you know that they were like, do we have to shut it down? They're like, yeah, we have to shut it down, sorry. No hanging clothes off Disney hotel balconies, because Disney doesn't want wet clothes to fall on someone and have the potential to break their neck, or have a towel fly onto a windshield and cause a 50-car pileup, because as you know, Disneyland is magical and all of their hotels are right by the freeway. That's what's so magical about it. And also, sorry people, sorry Disney adults, but here's a fucking rule for you. Disney characters can't assist in marriage proposals. That one seems kind of cruel. So they have Disney engagements that you can schedule with certain characters, but it just depends. Basically they're just like, you have to schedule it with the park itself, which not me, dude. If I was there and if I spent $80 on a beautiful ring for my soon-to-be bride, I'd grab Goofy by his collar and be like, Gorge! I'm like, Mickey, don't you have something to say? He wants to marry you. I'm like, that's from me. If you had a mascot do that, how fucking weird is that? I'm asking you, not Goofy. And he's like, But the most egregious rule at Disney. I don't want to say it. Wow, really making me do this. The most egregious rule for Disney adults is the rule that states no person over the age of 14, sorry Disney adults, can wear costumes in the park. Yeah, let that settle in for a second. I mean, there's some Disney adult who never know, or some person who's dreamed to go to Disney. I've always wanted to go to Disney and dress as Woody. What am I gonna do now? Jumps off a bridge. Sing with me, sing for the year. I can't take it anymore. Just jumps off. This is to make sure the guest is not mistaken for a cast member, and also for guest safety. If the costume is dragging on the floor, it could be a potential safety hazard. But also, you might have somebody who's dressed up as Pluto, which is Goofy's dog. I never understood that. Goofy's a dog, and he's a dog named Pluto.
Don't get into that can of worms, dude.
I don't want to get in that can of worms. If Pluto came up and he's just like, I'm Pluto! And a person's just like, oh, hi, Pluto. He's like, why don't you come over behind that tree with me? Do you like candy? Just a handful of various pills. Do you like candy? The kid's like, yeah. Well, here, eat these. I will, Pluto, I will.
Do you think Pluto's just faking it? Like he's a human pet to them?
I think Pluto's probably a puppet, I'd imagine. Why would he be a non-sentient dog, but then Goofy is? It seems like a fetish. It's almost like if you had a human being dress up as a chimp, and they were your pet monkey, and you just like f the shit out of them. You know what I mean? But they can definitely talk. Pluto can definitely talk. There's no way. There's no way. But of course, Disney adults did not take this lightly. It was something of utter disgrace. I mean, how could their beloved heaven do this to them? They were crushed.
On Sunday, I woke up at 4 o'clock just to get ready.
I don't like that. They focused in on her fucking those paws, dude.
April Spielman's fingernails are still sparkling green from her weekend trip to Disney World.
Still sparkling green.
They were stopped at the front gate because park officials felt she looked too much like Disney's official Tinkerbell theme park character.
You know, you said you look too good, so you're gonna have to take off the costume.
He said, you look too good. You have to take off the costume. And I said, why? Why? Adult costumes or clothing that can be viewed as representative of... Well, yeah. That's just waiting for chaos to happen. What if every guest, what if 90% of guests had costumes on? You wouldn't know. People could like have somebody put them in a costume and take them. You wouldn't know. The person's like, ah! But it's just a mask that's just like... So you had no idea?
They were talking about how little girls, it ruins their dreams, but it ruined my dream because I just wanted to be Tinkerbell.
All right, I felt bad at first, but then that made me want to be like, okay, dude, let's come on. It ruined a little girl's dream, but my dream of being Tinkerbell.
They are literally causing a scene at the park.
Take a picture with you guys.
Excuse me, can you just sign her?
This is actually just proving Disney's point of like why you can't show up, because you have tons of people being like, can I take a picture with my daughter? Let's take a picture. And also the whole time she's just like, oh my God, I'm not a Disney princess, even though I look just like one. This is my dream. Is it going to turn down all you plebeians, all you fucking weirdos? There's gotta be a power trip to that too.
Oh yeah.
No, sorry, I can't do it. I'm not really a princess. I know I look like one. I'm as dainty and as perfect as a princess as you think, but I'm not actually one. She doesn't even talk to the Spanish child. The child speaking Spanish, she just dips her head and runs. Non-English speaker. Runs off. This is what they're talking about. Causes a whole scene at the park. Now people are all confused because they're just like, wait, what? It causes too much of a commotion. But hope grew, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you feel too bad for the Disney adults, as I'm sure all of you are right now. Don't feel too bad, because hope did grow as people looked at the rules with a magnifying glass and found a way to circumvent this travesty. This new loophole that they got around is called Disney bounding. Yes. Disney bounding is when you dress up in regular clothes to look like a particular Disney character. You know, wearing clothes and hats that match the color scheme of particular characters. You know, if you wanted to be Gaston, you probably have like a red shirt and maybe some yoga pants and a big old dick between those legs. Or if you wanted to be Tinkerbell, at this point, you would wear maybe a green shirt with a green skirt. There's Tinkerbell. Bro, you hot! Oh, and he's got that knapsack on him. AI will never be able to replicate this. I just want to say, I don't know, the modeling world has ruined people showing off their outfits now. Especially like a guy, he has this like hat on and he's sitting there and he's like, I just wanna get high on my lover. He's dressed like a fucking 7-year-old, looks like a small British boy, like Tiny Tim.
Nothing can stop us now. I'll tell you how. We're gonna make it happen.
What is this song? Wait, I gotta hear it again. This was like, why the birds of the bees sing.
Nothing can stop us now.
Nothing can stop us now. I like how this song is just about Mickey, like either fucking or eating pussy somehow. Nothing can stop us now. And the guy's just in the park like, let's take a ride. I like also the top comments like, this song. And he's like, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Yo, girl, you mind if I put on some big cartoonish white gloves and finger that pussy? Gosh, Maxie, you're so aggressive with the women. All right. With Disney bounding, now Disney adults can live out their wildest fantasies and dress as their favorite character as long as it's normal clothes. But what is normal?
Are my Jedi robes normal?
My Jedi robes normal? Well, is my lightsaber normal? Because I wear that every day also. Disney adults anger some online after they invent Disney bounding to avoid costume ban. My personal hell is what a quote says. What character is this even fucking supposed to be? Is this supposed to be Minnie? There is no way to what is this user interface? What if Fox News herself? My God. Which is just weird to me because here's the thing. People like to play pretend all the time. Who doesn't like to play pretend? But to me, it's like the obsession, the fascination to just have to skirt around this one rule that you simply cannot enjoy the park without like, you know, I really got one over on him. Feels so weird to me. Doesn't it feel weird? You have to just go against this rule. If I don't show up as the Mad Hatter, then I don't know what. I can't go to the park if I'm not the Mad Hatter. I just refuse. I can't do it, Mom! Or Denise, whatever your wife's name is. What do you think? The guy cosplayed as the Mad Hatter, what do you think his wife's name is?
Cheryl.
God, Cheryl is a bad name, isn't it? Cheryl. What a bad name. You know what's weird, though? Don't mind Carol. Why is that, Nick?
The shh.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. Hey, Hunter. Shit, my name's Cheryl. Cheryl. I'm like a giant Mad Hatter hat on. I'm like, you First, we'll start off with Disney-bound creators because there are a lot of them. I'd say I found the majority of this stuff through creators online, people who are showing off their Disney-bound fits. And we're going to start off with Leslie Kay. The creator of Disney-bounding is a blogger named Leslie Kay, and she coined the term in 2011. But it wasn't until 2012 did this trend really blow up and become huge. She has a blog specifically called DisneyBound.co, where she posts mood boards of her sick fits. Jesus Christ, this one with this backpack. If I had an 8-year-old daughter and she's like, can I wear, I'd be like, of course. This little pink outfit? Yeah, we want a Disney bound, fine. If Cheryl came up to me and she's like, I want a Disney bound, a Sleeping Beauty. I don't know, shh, I don't care what you say, I'm doing it. That's the kind of person that Disney bounds, dude. I would be disgusted. I know it's wrong to say because at the end of the day, here's the thing, Nick, is it's just pink pants and it's just a pink shirt, whatever. It's the principle. Why do you have to escape, honey? That's what I'd say. Why are you always trying to escape?
My life's miserable, and this is the only happiness I have.
You know, you saying that actually made me be like, well, okay, well, then go ahead and dress up then. If your life is that miserable and that's the only ounce of happiness you have, then I guess. Well, I'd be like, oh, could we, I don't know, could we work on it? Could we try to, like, get you some... No! Cheryl, calm... Cheryl, calm down! No. You know what's weird is that if you did approach it in a respectful way, we're like, okay, well, where? But let's like try to work on it. And if the person was like, no, that's when you would have to be like, I can't do this. There's no conversation to be had. She also runs an Instagram and Facebook page with over 10,000 Disney adults, baby. She is still very active and posts pictures of other users as well. So I would say she's somewhat of a guru, like a prophet almost. March is the official month of Disney bounding, and she has a 30-day challenge where each day you have to wear a different Disney bounding outfit. And also you have to pay for 30 Disney tickets. Or is it just not in Disneyland, it's just in your life?
It's anywhere.
So it is anywhere.
I think there are people who will do the challenge where they'll go to Disneyland for 30 days straight.
When we went to Disneyland, it was probably like $50 for a ticket to get in.
Really? I thought it was way more expensive.
Oh, really? Let me see. Oh, I was wrong. So it's 96 to 194 for a day for a regular one. So let's just say it's $200. 200 times 30, what is that?
$6,000.
$6,000 people paid.
That's 30 different outfits they're paying as well.
It's a lot. But there's also Dear and Darling, which they're big on Instagram and TikTok. Dear and Darling are a middle-aged married couple consisting of a wife and her husband. Let's see what Dear has to say about Disney bounding.
I define Disney bounding as dressing in regular clothes that allude to a character.
I really don't like the word allude there. Wearing regular clothes that allude to Disney characters. I don't know what it is, but allude feels so dirty there. We're alluding to this. She's like immediately in blackface. Dear, no! No! One of the top comments, is this healthy? That Disney photo, that Mickey and Minnie photo, that should be illegal. I mean, dude, come on.
But a lot of people enjoy celebrating these beloved Disney characters by dressing in clothes that emulate that character.
I really hate the idea of celebrating. I know we've been saying a lot of shit about cults lately. It feels very culty of like, we celebrate Simba and we celebrate Mufasa. And it's like, he's a fucking fictional character. What are you talking about, man?
This is achieved mostly through color blocking.
Oh, not gonna lie, Nick. She
got a dumpy?
I don't think Disney bounding should be all bad, huh?
Ooh, whoa there. Hey, ho, ho.
Oh my dear, oh my stars.
Here we are as Daisy and Donald, gender bending. This one was a little bit controversial.
All right, come on, Daisy and Donald, and he's Daisy. He really fought that one. She's like, no, you be Donald, I'll be Daisy. He's like, I want to be Daisy. She's like, okay, fine, I'll be Donald. He's like, thank you, God.
For Yoda, I got these cute little ears off of Etsy. Look at that.
The kids are just like watching kick streamers and stuff, and they're just like, why the fuck do I have to go to Disneyland, dude? I just want to watch a guy play blackjack for 7 hours.
You Disney bounded before.
Yeah, the Renaissance Festival. Yeah, I was a giant baby Yoda, which it was supposed to be ironic, though, dude.
You had fun.
No.
You had a good time.
No, I didn't. I was hot the entire time. I walked around like a baby. I didn't like it. I was green. I didn't like being green the whole time. But Dear and Darling, their whole thing is that they make Disney content and they give you good tips and tricks on stuff to do. And they also show you why they love Disney bounding and what it is. But they are always at Disney parks is the weird thing, though. And they have like fucking 12 children. I don't know if they're Mormon or what the fuck's going on there, but cheaper by the dozen, literally. And they're all dressed up and going. And it just makes you think the returns must be fucking sweet. I think it'd be at Disneyland that much. God damn, dude. They have to also be local. They gotta be local. Which if you think, you know what, good for them. Hey, get the getting while the getting's good.
Shit, I did. I tore that son of a bitch up like a cobbler salad.
And you know what? I don't want to be this guy, but I'll speculate a little bit. I bet you the kids don't like it. People do speculate that they are family vlogging, but they made a response very adamantly saying that they're not. But in my opinion, and this is something I'll say true, is that if you have your kids in a video for content in any kind of way, more often than not, it's family content, right? Bryce, to the back! Garnt, go up there. Garnt, go up there! Go up! Grab my husband on my...
Sneaking fentanyl into Disneyland.
I can slap my kid's head. We're gonna have... We're gonna have to edit you out in Lightroom afterwards. She's like, just use Photoshop. She's like, hurt my hand. But it's weird with their channel though, is that half the time they're not even Disney bounding, they're just in full-fledged costumes. So I wonder if at Disneyland, if they're just like, they're so well known, they're just like, we're coming in. We will come inside here fully dressed. And he's in a Sweeney Todd outfit. Like, sir, you can't dress up as Sweeney Todd. There's blood stains all over you. He's like, swing your razor. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go into that. We're not gonna go into that joke. Here's a tale of Sweeney Todd. The Darling side of Deer and Darling, which I assume Darling would be the guy? Darling? He's a deer? Who's the deer and who's the darling? Whatever. The guy, the husband, is very into it, and he's constantly being harassed in the comments for being gay. People speculate it, and their fans fight back and forth as well about this man's sexuality, even though he's had to at least have sex with her 6 times that we know of. Who knows, dude? Maybe there's another Prince Charming. Internet trolls in our comment section calling Paul gay.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
That's kind of a cute way to address it. How funny would it be, though, if the next video it's like her, like, mascara running in her face? Paul's left! He ran off with some guy! There's a lot going on in this right now. First off, you be too old to be acting like this, all right? Also, what kind of weird Best Buy TV kiosk do they have going on in their house? His son's just around the corner like this. Watching his dad do all this. Daddy's dressed up as the piggy bank from Toy Story. The kid's just like... He's like doing a handstand. Tyson, press record for dad. Tyson, press... The kid's just like... What's up with this 3D shoe? God damn, dude. But, you know, Deer and Darling are moving on from Disneyland, and they do stuff outside of Disney for content now. Get ready with me to go to Taco Bell. I have options. Another Taco Bell bounding.
I have options. I think I'm doing the pink.
What if it was, you're gonna go visit your husband in prison? Would you dress up like a guard?
No, I dress up as like a...
Or Next up, we have Jeremy Singh, which Jeremy Singh is known for his elaborate makeup and costumes, and it's gotten so far beyond Disney bounding that, I mean, they're just costumes. I mean, it's eccentric pageantry. Because I would say Disney bounding is casual. Like, oh, I went to H&M and I picked up some shorts or whatever. You know what I mean? Jeremy, I think he's gone a bit far. I don't know what that is. Fancy as shit, though. This is... Imagine going to the bank with this outfit on, dude.
I've got the shoes, I've got the dress that makes me a princess, I guess.
I think all these Disney bounding people saying that this isn't Disney bounding, I think they're fucking jealous because old boy has some taste. You know what I mean? Everyone else is just, oh, I'm gonna show up with a fucking tweed suit. This motherfucker's got a little bit of class to him. Next up, you have May the Force Be With RJ. I would say he's probably the most wholesome. Generally, people like this guy the most because this feels like true Disney bounding. This guy is taking things from his house and making outfits and stuff for social media. I would say he's a genuinely liked person on the internet. I really don't see a lot of hate comments about him. He seems like just a guy who's just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. This Frozone one, I'll be honest, so I cannot tell if he's doing blackface or not. Does it look like his face gets darker in this or what? Or am I going crazy? Is it just a lighting shift? Look at this. Is that?
Oh
Is this? I can't tell though. I cannot tell. Did he darken his face?
It looks like it.
I think it's just the lighting. Tell you what, he is holding that pose for a long time, bro. Is actual frozoned. Which, getting out of content creation, even people online who aren't seeking content creation do upload it to the subreddit, Disney Bounding subreddit, and there are some unbelievable posts there, such as this man who is a nice Cruella de Vil. I think he just slayed. What about a Princess Ariel? This feels like just a regular outfit I'd see in Portland, Oregon. And maybe everyone in Portland, Oregon is just Disney bounding all the time. They have no idea. Like, wait, what the hell is that? Wait, what? Honestly, the Mr. Incredibles one is pretty good, but the mask is just way too big. I would accept everything else, but the mask is just cartoonishly large. God, this kind of smirk is kind of getting me though, huh? A little bit. Look at this guy. I will say the lightsaber could be bigger, and the buttons on the lanyard, that doesn't matter. It leads to the conclusion of today's video, which makes me think, what would Walt Disney think of these people? Walt Disney made Disneyland because he wanted it to be a place for families to come and children to believe that this place is real, that it's magical. I'm honestly thinking that he's like a dude from like the 60s. He'd be like, what the f are these freaks doing at my park? He's like, it's for children and families, you monsters! It's like stopping at the gates and grabbing them. But I just, you know, it makes you think, it makes you wonder. I don't think that there's anything wrong at all with trying to escape and do something, but it does feel weird where if you took this stuff and you put it into your regular day lives, what are you escaping from? You're saying that you're championing these Disney characters, but why? Why not champion yourself? Why not raise yourself up? Make yourself feel good and look good. That doesn't escape into another character's world. Doesn't mean that escaping is always bad, but I do think if you're continuously escaping, I think you could fall into some very weird practices. Thank you so much for watching this video about Disney bounding. If you're a Disney bounder yourself, please, for the love of God, don't skin me alive. I appreciate y'all. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
But if the fans like it...
Fuck the fans!